Okay, so in question 5, take a look. We got 2 ways to get to school. They're going to be bus or train or both. Okay, so we're going to have 2 circles. The population is 90, that's your universe. So we can write that somewhere. 90. And you're going to have to think about what numbers or what you're going to put into each circle. So let me see if I can make a proper square. And let's see how this works. 1 there. See if I can make another one like that. So make your picture like that. And hopefully I can write in those without too many problems. Okay, so read the question. It says, of the 90 students, 54 travel by bus only. All right, bus only. So you can put 54 into your diagram here. So let's call it bus and train. Train here. And 54 by bus only. So you can see bus only is this section here. Okay, so we can write 54 in here. While some of them travel by bus and train. So some of them travel both, but we don't know how many, do we? All right, so call that X. And we would put X in the middle because that's bus and train, some people. So you tell me what goes in the next section then in here. Read that there. So what do you think I write in here then? You tell me when you know. What can I write in this part? Okay, what do you think? Anyone? What goes in the green section? That's what I know. Or that's what I need to know. I got 54 bus only. X is bus and train. What would be train only?
36.
How much?
Wait, no.
Green. What? Yeah. What expression can I put in there? I can't put a number yet. So it should be some expression.
90 minus
90
minus 54x. What? I'm confused.
Read,
90.
Read the screen bit. Twice as
wait.
many students travel by train only as use both methods of transport.
Wait,
90 won't be part of the answer. Twice as many. How do you write twice as many of something?
2 times 2.
What's twice as many? Twice.
Times 2. Times 2.
Times 2. And it says, as use both methods of transport. Both methods is X. So
it's 2x.
2x, right. So this has got to be 2x, okay? Because it's double. Twice as many travel by train only as use both methods of transport. And both methods is X. Okay, so that's your equation here. So now you can, and here it says there's none outside. Okay, so outside is 0. All right, so the number in the universe is 90. So you calculate X. Can you find X? Okay, calculate X next. What do you get? And the universe is 90. So make an equation and find X. And let me know what you get. If you don't know how to do it, you have to wait. I'll wait for an answer for X. Today I'd like to get onto the diagram with three circles. Anyone got X yet? I should write cardinal number, shouldn't I? Number in universe. No answer? What do you think? Because everyone in the group is 90 students and we have no one outside the circle. So they're either taking bus or train or both. So 90 should equal the sum of these values here. So 90 equals 54 plus X plus 2X. So what do you get then? 90 minus 54, 36 equals 3X. So what is X then? You see, we can get it now just by dividing by 3. So 3 into 36 is 12. So if you read the question, how many students use both bus and train? Well, that's in here. So that's the answer to B. That's 12. Well, if this is 12, train only must be 24, mustn't it? Because 2 times 12 is 24. And if you add the 3 numbers, you should get 90 here because none outside the sets. So how many travel by train only? That's the green bit. And that's going to be 24 there. All right. But you can check your answer key as you're going along. Got that one? So if you can get your diagram drawn okay, you should be good. This one looks hard, but it's not. There's no square because there's nothing outside the circle. Okay. So take a look. You've got 39 patients and they are in these 3 circles. Okay. They had at least one of the following symptoms. So a running nose is R, this circle here. A headache, H, which is here, all of those in there. And fever is the middle circle, including the 4 and the X. Okay, fever is anyone here. You can see 4 people had headache and fever. Okay, so 4 had both, but no one had all 3 because the 3 circles don't overlap. So fever and runny nose is X. We don't know that number yet. Okay, why don't you think about this for a few minutes, 5 minutes, and see if you can do this yourself then. We're going to end up with some simultaneous equation to do part B. But part A, I think you're okay to do this. Express Y in terms of X. So what you want, I need Y equal something and it will have X in it, like 2X plus 5, something like that, or 3X minus 1. So I want to make an equation that looks like this. And this will be equation 1, which we need for part B. All right, what do you think you do here? You got 39, and that includes all of these here. So I'll give you a couple minutes to think about it. This will be part A. Part B, I need a bit of space to do that, but we'll do that in a minute. So think about this. Y should equal what? So think how that's going to work. I'll give you a minute. If you think you've got an answer, let me know here. And you're using this number 39. Should equal the sum. So I'll start you off. 39 will equal the sum of each part. So 2y plus 4 and so on. And add the rest up. And then simplify it to be y equals something. Okay, let me know what you get in a couple of minutes, because I don't want to explain everything, otherwise you won't know if you know or not. Okay, so do that one. And let me know if you got an answer for y. So just add up the three numbers. Let's see if you get this right. So you've got 2y plus 4. That's right, 39. I already wrote that, didn't I? So 2y plus 4 plus 2x minus 3 plus x plus 15 minus y. So did anyone get an answer for y? What does y equal when you simplify this? Anyone? Any answer? Y equal?
I got minus 3x part 23, but I don't know that is correct or not.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I would make it 23 minus 3x, which is the same, right? Yeah. So after you simplify, you'll get this here. So that could be replaced into here and here, couldn't I? I could actually just put them so we have all x. You could do that, and that would enable you to find x. So in here, that's one, I did it a couple of ways, but I'm thinking now we need to read part B. So we've got an equation from part A. Okay, I think there's a couple of ways to do this, and I'm not sure which is the best way. But we got y is 23 minus 3x. In the second bit, it says, given that the number of patients who had a headache is 4 times as many as those who had both a fever and runny nose. Okay, so from this, we'll get another equation, wouldn't we? So the number who had a headache, how many had a headache? 2y plus 4, isn't it? So headache is 2y plus 4. And how many had both a fever and runny nose? Fever and runny nose is x. So let's put that there. Fever and runny nose is x, yes? So it says here that given that the number of patients who had a headache is 4 times as many. So that means if you multiply the fever and runny nose by 4, you'll get the number that had a headache, 2y plus 4. So 4 times the smaller number, which is fever and runny nose, should equal the number of headaches. So 4 times fever, runny nose is equal to 2y plus 4. Okay, this will be your second equation. So let's put that in blue. So you've got 4x equals 2y plus 4, isn't it? So this is equation 1. This is equation 2, yes? So now we have actually simultaneous equations. We can do it this way, or you can put this y back into here and into here, and then you can calculate x that way. But let's do simultaneous equations. So hopefully you've copied that, because this is part of part B here. So really, to solve part B, to find x and y, here we write down the 2 equations. So y equals 23 minus 3x, and 4x equals 2y plus 4. And remember back to grade 9, how we do simultaneous equations. Notice that y equals this. I'm thinking I can put this value into here, can't I? And replace it with this number when we did simultaneous last year. This is the substitution method. So I'm going to get well, let's write sub 1 into 2. I'll do substitution, not elimination. So I'm going to get 4x equals 2 times y, and y is 23 minus 3x. Plus 4. Okay, like that. Just look at my working here. So what we're going to get there, 4x equals 46. Keep multiplying here. I think you can finish this yourself. So 6x plus 4. We end up with x equals 5 from this here. So x equals 5. All right, and when you want y, just put it back into, for example, this equation here, this one here. So just stick it back in there. Whoops. So y equals 23 minus 3 times 5. 23 minus 15, that's going to be 8, isn't it? So y equals 8, like that. And here it says, write down the number of patients who had a fever. So for fever is this one here. So for fever, we need to know the x value, right? We need to know x. So for the number who had a fever, the cardinal number would be 4 plus 2 times 5, 10, minus 3, 7, plus x, which is 5, which is 16. So the number who had a fever is 16. Okay, so you just had to apply your simultaneous equation idea to solve this one. Okay, so all the writing over there, I needed more space. Okay, I'm going to let you think about this for a while. What about 11:30, 12:30, 12:20, isn't it? We got time. So think about this one here. Let's clear that out. So the number in fever was 16. Okay, so in this question, think about how you're going to do this. Now you've got 3 sports. You got football, cricket, and soccer. So first thing to do is make up your diagram. I don't want it blue, do I? Let's use that. Okay, so make a square like that. Now we've got 3 sets, right? So now we're going to have 3 circles. I usually put one at the top like this, okay? And then I put the other 2 down on the corner. So I'll put one here, like that. And I'll make another one down here. And what? That's not the shape we want, is it? A circle. I'll move it across. So this one here, let's see if I can move that. Where's my hand? I'll have to draw it again. So you draw it yourself, make 3 circles and do that. I've got to stick it here. All right. Right, so just do that. You can move them around if you want. That's good enough. Okay, so label your diagram. So football, cricket, soccer. Do it the same way as me. Cricket here and soccer here. And there's no one outside these circles. They all play a sport. And we have 60 students in total. Put 0 outside. Okay. So we look at what we've got here. Now, just don't start writing these numbers in here because you'll get an error. Okay, so 11, we can start with this one though. 11 play all 3 sports. 11. So all 3 sports will be in the middle, isn't it? So put 3 in the middle. What about this one? 13 play football and soccer. Football and soccer is here, yes? And 13 goes in here, right? This should be 13, but there's already 3 that play 3 sports. So what number do I put here, anyone? What number goes there for that one? Any idea? Football and soccer. 11. Oh, you see the mistake I made? 11 play 3 sports, not 3. Say something. 11. All right, now better. So this number, I just noticed it when I looked at my answer key. This number should equal 13, right? This is something you need to know how to do for the homework. So if 11 is in the middle, but the yellow part is 13, this must be 2. 11 plus 2 is 13, okay? So these 2 are done. 12 plays soccer only in green. Soccer only is this bit here, yeah? Soccer only means nothing else. All right, in this area here. And that must be 12. So 12 will go here. Where's my pen gone? 12. 12 goes in there, okay? So that one's done. So no student plays cricket and soccer, but not football. Cricket and soccer is here, but not football. So there's 0 students in here. That's what this one is telling you here. No student plays cricket and soccer, but not football. So that has to be 0, no students, okay? What about this one? 21 students play football. Oh, we can't do this one yet because we don't have this number. So skip down to this one. 6 play football and cricket only. This one we can't answer yet. We can't write any numbers in. 6 play football and cricket only. Football and cricket only is this part here. So that's going to be 6. So cricket and football, but not soccer. So football and cricket only. That's 6. 21 play no sport. Oh, 21 play no sport. So not 0 outside. That's at the bottom. So 20 play no sports. And we have 60 in total. So 21 play no sport. Now we go back to this one here in purple. 21 play football, right? So 21 play football. This is this circle here. Okay, so we need to calculate what number goes here. And all of these numbers must add up to 21 here. So if you do that, you're going to get 2 for football only. 21 is football. 2 is football only, right? And we don't know this number at all. You see, we've used all the information now. So now we just call this X. Okay, so the Venn diagram is done. Can you calculate X for me then, using 60 as your universe? So you copy that down if you haven't already done it, and then calculate what is X then. Can you tell me in a minute? That would be cricket only. X equals cricket only. So can you calculate that? Let me know in a minute. I'll wait a couple of minutes for that one. Then I'll show it down here. Remember, the total here should equal 60 of all these numbers. But there's 20 that don't play any sport here. 21 play no sport. Let's fix that. 21 here. Okay, so put your numbers in and find X. Give me an answer in a minute, and then we can look at the next one. This will help you for the homework sheet that I'll send pretty soon, actually, because some of you have already finished the other work, so I'll send this one so you can start. Okay, try that one. Add all the numbers up and calculate X. And hopefully we can do one more before our time expires. But the 3 set questions are quite common. Any answer for X yet? What about Nicole? Got me something?
60?
6 or did you
60,
say 60? How'd you get 6? Huh?
What?
Did you say 60?
Wait. No, that's the what?
Because there's 60 in total already.
Yeah.
Check again. So you're going to have 60
Equals
equals the sum of all these numbers, right? So add all those numbers up. 21 plus, I go X plus 2 plus 12. Plus 6 plus 2 plus 0. Plus 11. Okay, and X is here. So, yeah, what is X then? Can't be 60 because your total is 60.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Good, right? So you should get 6 for that one. So your answer to part B would be cricket only is 6. 6 people goes in here. Got it? Yeah, it's just a little bit tricky filling the numbers in because you've got to think about what goes where. Because when you see 21 is football, this here is 21, a whole lot, right? So you can't just write 21 in your diagram. You've got to calculate the missing parts of the circle. Okay, so that's just one thing to be careful of. But in question 8, so again, can you make a 3 diagram? So we might just have time to do this one. And there's question 9, which you can do yourself. It's similar. And this will be enough to help you for the worksheet. So make a big rectangle, put in 3 circles. 1. I'm not very good with this pen, so let me see if I can move that. Hard to move. Anyway, I'll draw another one. So make it wood. Make another circle. Doesn't matter how they overlap or even the shape, really. You don't have to worry too much about it. Oh, let's see if I can move it. Well, while you're waiting for me, because I'm mucking about here, I think I'm going to draw them by hand because it takes me too long with this thing. All right, let me just draw the circles roughly. So just draw one here. So let's call that Facebook, the top one. And this is Instagram here. This follows my, I'm not sure if this follows the answer key, but this is how I did it yesterday. And this one here is Twitter here. So we've got 3 sets. And one thing to note here, right at the end, 33 don't use any of them. So already we know 33 students will go outside. They use none of the 3 media. Okay, so I'll let you try and fill them in for 5 minutes and see if you can fill the numbers in. You can't do these ones yet. Do these ones last in red. So this is the first one you do. And this is the second. Do these 3 things third, and then do those 2 last. Okay, that's the order that you can do it. Okay, try that. And I'll give you the answers in a minute. So this, if you can do this properly, then the rest of the question is no problem because they're all based on the diagram. So we know 5 use all 3 media. So I would just write that straight in the middle. 5 goes here. Okay, put that one in and then do these at step 3 there. And the missing one, you can put X. Some information is missing. Just put X there if it's missing. So 5 goes in the middle. If you look at this next one here, so we did this one already. These blue ones are done. Now 6 use Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram is here, yeah? That includes 5 in the middle. So if that's 5 and 6 are using both, this must be 1, yes? 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, then you do the same for Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Okay, do that and I'll fill the numbers in a minute. So X will be Twitter only. This is the one that's missing here. So put X there. Did anyone get an answer for X yet? See if you can calculate that.
$26. I don't.
For X, not 60. There's 120 students in total here. So all of these numbers will add up to 120, including the 33. So if we do Facebook and Twitter, what number goes here? Anyone? What goes here?
16, no?
16, yeah. Because 16 plus 5 is 21, right? Yep. What about Instagram and Twitter here? What's that number?
11.
Yeah, 11. Because 11 plus 5 is 16, yeah? Right? And now we come back up to here. 39 use Facebook. And Facebook includes all of these numbers here. So what do you get for this area here, this part?
17.
Yeah, 17. Because when you add those 4 numbers, you should get 39, right? Yep, 39. What about here for Instagram only? What goes? 16, yeah. 16 here. And when you add them all up, you should get 120. That can enable us to get X. So if we go up a bit, so if you write them all out, you should have 120 is the sum of all these numbers. So when I do it, I normally write the outside one first, 33, and I write the outside circle. So 16 plus 17 plus X. And then I write the inside 1, 16, 11. And the middle is 5. I put that last. But it's up to you how you do that. So what do you get for X then? Anyone? What is this then?
I don't know. I sure 21.
Yeah, 21. Yeah, that's it. Good. 21. So if you rearrange this, just put your numbers on the other side, okay? And then when you rearrange it, you get X equals 21, like that. So 21 goes in here for Twitter only. Twitter only. How about this one? How many use Facebook and Twitter only?
28.
Facebook and Twitter.
What? Better.
Facebook and Twitter only. This one, isn't it?
38.
Huh? Facebook and, not or, and.
Facebook and Twitter pass together. Sure.
It would only be this one, wouldn't it?
Okay.
16. Yeah, Facebook and Twitter only. Only means you can't include Instagram. So Facebook and, if I said or, Facebook or Twitter, then we add all of these numbers in the two circles. But Facebook and Twitter only would be this purple area here. Facebook and Twitter only, not including the 5. So that would be this one here, which would be 16. Okay, so it's a bit tricky with the language, right? But I think the next one's okay. How many use exactly 2 kinds of social media? 2 kinds, cannot be 1, cannot be 3. So which numbers would you add up for D then? Exactly 2 kinds. What do you think the answer is? Or what numbers do you add up?
16 plus 11 plus 1 teacher.
Yeah. So exactly 2 means this one, or this one, or this one. Exactly 2 kinds. Cannot be 5 because that's 3 kinds, isn't it? And these ones on the outside are 1 kind. So 1 plus 11 plus 16, that's right. And you get 28 for that. Okay. Now E is probability, but probability is just a fraction. So what's the probability that a student chosen at random from all the students, which is 120, isn't it? So out of all the students, what's the chance I will pick someone that uses Facebook and Instagram only? Who uses Facebook and Instagram only? How many? Isn't that 1? This one here, 1. Facebook and Instagram only is only 1 person. So that's your answer there, 1 out of 120. So that's less than 1%.